I like to get paid, that's why I work every day. I'll be making money till I'm in my grave.
All right, Shots Fired Army, welcome back to another episode. Today, we're going to talk a little bit about all the drama or feuds, you could say, that are going on with the music industry right now. And I know there's a lot, and trust me, to me, they are very confusing. And I don't even understand everything that's really all going on and why some people are even beefing. Obviously, I think right now, the big one is Chris Brown and Quavo. And I'm sure by this time, I know it's a little bit late, but I'm sure by this time, everybody has heard the diss tracks and that, Chris Brown put out and then Quavo put something out, which was, I don't even know what it was. I had listened to it, but I was like, what is he even talking about? But you never know with these things. But it's like everybody. It's like, I don't want to say we're back in the, early 90s whenever all the, rap stars, I guess, were feuding, like Biggie, Tupac, all those. And there's a lot that was with them. I mean, a lot of people that roll with them that you don't even really think about, like, Jay-Z, 50, all that shit like that. But there's a lot that is coming out or going down with all that stuff. And I don't know if it's because of the Diddy incident, the diddler, getting wrapped up in all that stuff. And everybody's just kind of coming to a feud right now because there is a lot that's going on with that. And the whole thing just seems a little weird to me now. And y'all enlighten me if y'all know a little bit more than I do. I'm sure there's plenty of people that know more than I do about this stuff. But I've been trying to keep up with it and see what's going on. I just seen the other day, 50 and Meek Mills got into it, and the people that Meek was rolling with, something like that, while 50 was, doing something on stage or something like that. And what's crazy to me is, and I don't know if I like 50 Cent. I always did. I always liked his music, things like that. But ain't nobody got nothing on him. And I'm not saying he's the best person or whatever. But it seems to me like he's smart. He was super smart. I mean, he is, not was, but he is super smart when it comes to all that kind of stuff, because ain't nobody got nothing on him. But he got shit on everybody, But that's just what it seems like. And then you have all the DJ Khaled's crew beefing with each other, so everybody like, oh, he ain't gonna be making no money for a while. I mean, it might be true, but you never know. This all might be a little, I don't want to say a setup, but this might be so to bring more attention to the music industry. Because a lot of times you do see, I feel like at least, you do see artists feud with each other to bring light to their name so they can drop an album or some shit like that. Now, with everybody doing it, I don't know how that's going to work out. But it's just, and I'm sure there's a lot more I'm sure a lot of you, and I wanted to pull clips from other people's podcasts and stuff to put in here, but I don't know I don't know how that really works with, copyrights and all that stuff. I don't know if I'm able to do that. Maybe next one I'll try to do something like that. But all y'all know who Jaguar is. I'm pretty sure, the lady. And she talks about how Cat Williams kind of made her who she is, and then she put a lot of stuff into perspective, even going back to Aaliyah, right? And what is that, 106 in Park or whatever, and all that stuff, when they did interviews on there and everything, and she breaks it down for everybody, what actually happened involving Jay-Z, Beyonce, Diddy, all that stuff, without saying what actually happened. I mean, she said what happened, but if you catch my drift. And it's crazy that people can get away with shit like this. Diddy, well, obviously Diddy's getting wrapped up now, and a lot of people might get wrapped up with it. But I don't think anything's really going to happen with it. And here's why I think the whole Diddy thing. That's why I think the whole Diddy thing. The feds already, went through his house and got all his cameras and recordings and all this stuff, whatever they got from it. And he's still walking the streets. Like, he's still walking around doing whatever. Now, it's one thing, you have your little Diddy party or whatever. But it's another thing when you're forcing people to do things that they don't want to do. And that's what it seems like everybody's saying. But if he is, why is nothing really happening? And I get money goes a long way, and he got a lot of power and has a lot of people, but it's kind of the same thing. Our boy we forgot about a couple years ago that unalived himself, Epstein. And granted, it's a little different, but pretty close, kind of the same, if you really think about it. But it's just, I don't know. It's a lot going on with it. And what's crazy to me, and you got a lot of women artists that I feel like are making so much better music. Now, this is my opinion because I like, everybody likes different things, you know what I'm saying, and likes different kinds of music or whatever. But the women artists, they're coming out with some bangers, and it's kind of like, damn, I'm sitting here listening to, these artists that are making this music, and I like it, but it's like, man, I feel like a chick right now riding around listening to this, this kind of music. And it's not that the music's not good, it's because I do like it, but it's I don't feel like the guy artists nowadays are really making hits. Like, they are, but not like it used to be. Not that hip hop rap culture like it used to be. Now you got so much, mumble rap, AI shit. What do they call it? SoundCloud rappers, all that stuff. And it's so different. It's not the same. And I get, even when I was growing up, a lot of people reused music that was made before. And that still happens now. But it seems like we're just on this constant cycle. We're just cycling through the same shit, right? But the women artists are really, like, I don't know what it is, are really coming out. Now, things like, and I get Chris Brown, he one of them light-skinned dudes, he does the whole, kind of R&B thing or whatever you want to call that. But that diss track, that's the stuff that I feel like people need to come out with. Now, granted, you don't have to diss on everybody all the time, but that kind of music that he made, that track, that energy that he put into that shit was a banger. That it went hard. Like, it was, even though, whatever he said and this, that, and the other, the shit went hard. And good old Chris Breezy, I know you like to beat him up, but that shit was good, my boy. That shit was good. You need to keep doing stuff like that. I know you say you ain't that kind of, rapper, or whatever. But that shit went hard. And then you got, like, it's so crazy because then I'm not a big Drake fan. Like, I know a lot of people are, especially with, his leaked videos. I think there's 2 of them now that has come out. I don't know, but I ain't seen them. But this is just what I heard. But I don't, like, yeah, sometimes, some of his songs you be in the car or whatever, like, okay. But he got a lot of that AI shit. And there's multiple people that come out and he got people on his track or whatever, on his records, and they just like, I didn't even do that. That's not me, that's AI. And that's crazy. I get there's legal things that you probably have to do to be able to do stuff like that. And I'm sure him and his team, his entourage, have all that taken care of. I'm not really trying to say you pulling from other people, but you using AI, people's voices and shit, to put out an album or a track or whatever, I think that's some bullshit. Unless you're doing some shit like, I know a lot of people use like Biggie and Tupac and stuff, but that's a little bit different. because obviously you can't get them on a track anymore. But the people that you're using it for that can get on a track, but maybe they just don't want to be on a track with you, but you're gonna use their AI shit. Like that's correct. Like I don't know how people can like it or get away with it. And a lot of y'all might disagree with me on this kind of stuff. But it's just what I think about it. It's crazy. And all the feuds that are going on, like what do y'all think is gonna come from all this stuff, right? Like there's a lot, like, and I don't even know them all. Like I can't think of them all off the top of my head. But you got like Wayne in them, Jay-Z. Well, I don't know if Jay-Z and now that might be a different thing going on. But you got like I said, Chris Brown, Quavo. Somehow Kanye West pulled himself into it, and I don't understand that one. But I don't even know, like, Kanye just Kanye. I don't think anybody really beefs with him or fucks with him because he just Kanye. But that song that he come out with too, I fucks with it. I do. I like it. It's pretty dope, and you got a bunch of different people on it. And that intro though is lit. That's legit. I like it. And he is a mastermind. A lot of people think he might have went through his little thing where he was off the rocker for a little while and going through some stuff. But that stands. A lot of people go through shit mentally and physically. And I think that's part of being famous, because all your business is put on blast and is put out there, which I don't think should be, but it kind of goes along with the fame. You should understand that. And I understand people's personal lives need to be personal and need to be private, and it should be that way for everybody. But whenever you doing what you're doing, your shit gonna get put on blast. And all that stuff he was going through, and with Kim and all that shit with his kids, like that shouldn't be all over the public. That needs to be, handled with privately. I don't want to say privately too much, but it'll fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? That kind of shit will mess with you. And I think that's what he went through. Like the whole, I don't know if y'all remember, what was his name? God dang, that song that he made about, dang, what is it? The white dude with all the tattoos. He's like a comedian. He's in movies and shit and shows. I don't remember his name, but y'all know what I'm talking about. And he made the video that kind of resembled the guy. Why can't I think of his name? I don't know his damn name. Tatted up white dude, skinny guy, funny guy. I don't know his name, but that kind of shit will mess with you, But that's what all this stuff, and it needs, I don't want to say it needs to happen for the rap culture to thrive, but if people are going to come out with tracks like Kanye did, Chris Brown did, with things like that, it might bring it back. Might bring that, I don't want to call it old school, but that old 90s rap back into the game, which I think is good for it. I'm not saying everybody needs to go be, gangbangers and shoot them up, kill them up, and all that bullshit and things like that. But that old 90s, Ice Cube, Tupac, Biggie, all that shit, like Snoop Dogg, all them guys from, the 90s. They bring that stuff kind of back, like NWA style stuff and all that shit. I think it'll pick up very fast and it'll grow quick because we're kind of just recycling the same old bullshit now. It's 2024 and I feel like the shit we hear now is the same that we heard in kind of the, I don't want to say early 2000s, but 2010-ish maybe. But then they got that new, and what's the new, I don't even know what the new genre we can call it. Is it a new genre? Let's call, maybe, I don't know, maybe y'all know more than I do about it, but the whole like country rap thing that's going on right now, like I fuck with it. It's good. I like it. It's a good vibe. And I'm all about, I like music that makes you feel good, like that you could vibe to and maybe relate to, or you just listen to, makes you happy. I like that kind of stuff. And them new country, rap, whatever you want to call it, country, hip hop, new age country, I don't even know what it is. but I like it. I like it a lot. Like you got that girl, I don't know her name, but the girl that sings the Buckle Bunny song, that's a good one. The dude that dropped that one, Shabuya or Shabuzi or whatever his name is, that shit is a banger. There's a lot of songs like that that are coming out, and it reminds me of summertime. Makes me feel good. Make me want to go outside, crack a couple beers open, sit by the pool or whatever. Let me know what y'all think about this. And maybe we could talk more about it on the next one if I get a lot of comments or views or feed on it. Or even drop below in the comments what you guys want to hear, kind of topics you guys want to hear about. I've been trying to, hit over here, hit over there, try to do some different things, to see kind of what people like, what people don't want to like. I do have people that talk to me and say, hey, you should talk about this week or do this or do that. So there's some things that I'm going to try to do. I don't know how it's going to work. I'm going to try it, but go live. I'm going to try to go live. I don't know if it's going to be on YouTube, Facebook. Can you even go live on Instagram? I don't know how that shit works, but I got to figure all that stuff out. That's all new to me. Go live or have people. I had somebody tell me I should have people call in and while we're live and do something like that. I want to get more people on the podcast, have guests, but it's a little tricky right now with everybody's schedules and different things going on in everybody's lives are very busy right now. So still trying to get all that thing worked out, but we're going to push through, and I'm going to be consistent with y'all. I hope you guys enjoy all this stuff. We're going to keep it coming, and I'm knocking stuff everywhere right now. But let me know in the comments below. Let me know if you guys like the Shots Fired Army. I think I brought that up. I kind of thought about it, and I was like, us all together as a group, as a whatever you want to call us, here on Shots Fired, we could be an army. We could be the Shots Fired Army. We all come together. We talk about different things. It don't matter. If you don't like it, tell me you don't like it. If you do like it, tell me you do like it. Or you got any suggestions, I'm open to anything. But always, shoot your shot. Peace.
I like to get paid, that's why I work every day. I'll be making money till I'm in my grave.